You know, I think the one thing you would need to see to prove that he's worth more than $30 million is the one thing that Dak absolutely does not want to see, and that's life without Zeke. In order to be a $30 million plus quarterback, you have to be successful without the addition, really, of a run game. We've seen a lot of guys do it. Starts with Brady. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers has done it. Those are elite-level quarterbacks, but they don't have a run game to support them. Dak hasn't been able to carry a football team without the help of Zeke. Zeke has been the guy ever since he's come into the league. They came in together. Now, I'll say this. The market, like you mentioned, CC, the market says it's simple. If you're getting paid, you look at the next guy that just got paid right before you. Dak is looking at Carson Wentz and saying, hey, well, you got 107 in guarantees. You got $32 million per year. And just so you know, and I love Carson Wentz. I think Carson Wentz is a talent. However, Dak has more passing yards. He has a few less touchdowns, a few less interceptions. And most importantly, he's been available for almost all their games, where Carson Wentz has not. So he's absolutely looking at Carson's contract and saying, well, if he's going to get 32, I have to at least get 32. That's our starting point. I think that's what Dak is thinking.
And so I get that that's what Dak is thinking. I don't think that is what the league would be thinking, though. If Dak Prescott and Carson Wentz were both available, is there any team in the league that would say I'd rather have Dak?
Nope.
I don't think so. And I think even though Carson has the health concern is legitimate, it is real, and I would argue Dak has shown a higher level, if you can do this, of intangibles, of leadership, of locker room guy than Carson has shown over their same 3-year versions of their career.
But there's only one Carson Wentz, bro.
Yep.
I remember I was going through a contract negotiation. They said, yeah, we believe you're in par. Jerry Rice is the best, but we believe you and Michael Irvin are right there coming up as the second best receivers. I called him on the phone. Called Jerry Rice, had his number, called Mike Irvin. Mike, it's the playmaker. I'm not available. I gave the phone to the general manager. He's like, what do you want me to do? I said, Mike, he's not available. So I'm all you got. I am Michael Irvin to you. I am Jerry Rice to you. So I want the same price that they are getting with their respective teams, and that's what Dak and his argument will be with the Cowboys, the precedent that has been set in the league. That's the most compelling argument any guy has. It's more powerful than the stats. That's how Michael Thomas gets $20 million. Yep. If Michael Thomas can get $20 million, you tell me a quality quarterback in the league can't get $30 million? Absolutely, because wide receivers are easier to find than quarterbacks.
We seem surprised, or CC doesn't, but a lot of people were surprised that he turned down this deal. Do you think the Cowboys were? I mean, do you think the Cowboys thought, all right, we're going to make him this deal, this will be easy, we'll wrap this up, and then we can move on and deal with Amari and Zeke?
Well, I think that this is very hard to judge when we don't know the important number, which is not the per-year number, but the guaranteed number. If this is, let's just call it standard guarantees, which is usually first 2 years fully guaranteed, third year partially guaranteed. If this deal had standard guarantees in it, then I'd be a little surprised if I were the Cowboys and he didn't take it. $30 million a year, it's going to make you one of the 6 or 7 highest paid quarterbacks in the entire sport when nobody, not even Deke's friends and family, think he's right now. I'm sorry, Dak's friends and family think he's one of the 6 or 7 best quarterbacks in the sport, even though it's his turn, all that stuff. With standard guarantees, to me, that would be surprising. I thought going into this offseason, the Cowboys were hoping to get Dak for around $25 to $28 million a year. Once Carson Wentz got his deal, it was clear it's going to be around $30 million per year, even if it's not something I'd be comfortable with. The Cowboys, I would imagine, would be surprised if they offered him similar structure to Carson Wentz's at a slightly couple million less per year, and he turned it down out of hand the way it appears he did.
Well, I think everyone knows he's not a top 5 arm talent type of quarterback in the league. Again, to your point, the franchise number is what the franchise number is. To me, the Cowboys are trying to walk on both sides of the fence, though. They're saying, hey, we don't want to pay Zeke because we don't want to be a running team. We want to throw the ball more. We're going to depend on our quarterback a little bit more.
Right.
Oh, we don't want to pay Dak because, he's not a top 5 talent and we're going to have to pay all these other guys. You got to pay someone. And I'm not saying that the Cowboys will have to break the market or set the market for both positions. However, Dak is going to want to be top 5 because, those other numbers are going to be going up in the future. And Zeke is going to have to be top 1 or 2. It's simple. And really, if you want to win, that's what the market bears. That's what the team is going to have to do. It's pretty simple, in my opinion.
Also, someone covering the game, someone that loves the game, is a fan of the game, I have to adjust what $30 million is going to get you. I know Matthew Stafford, his deal's a couple years old at $27 million, 27 plus. I know Jimmy Garoppolo, his deal is at least a year old at 27.5. But if you want to watch the NFL and enjoy it and not put these price tags, you have to do some of the same things we do in the NBA. Al Horford, is he a max player? No, but if you need him, it's going to cost you around those amount of dollars. In the NFL, if you get your mind set on Kirk Cousins' deal at $28 million, and, oh, man, anyone who makes that kind of money or above, if they haven't been to a Super Bowl, they're not worth it, well, you're going to watch a lot of football, and you're not going to be happy with the product. The product is good. That's why the numbers are so high. Salary cap's $178 million this year. It's going to be at $200 million. Yeah. So for a quarterback to get $30 million, if offensive linemen are making $14, $15 million, wide receivers are making $20 million, you don't think a quarterback is not going to get $30 million? Then I don't know what product then you're looking at.
The only question I would ask, and it's clear the Cowboys are not asking this question. We're yet to see a team ask this question, but I do wonder if the day is coming. If they were to ask themselves, how many guys, it's not like when they took Dak Prescott, they were like, oh my God, we know, we have found the next guy. They thought it was going to be Tony Romo's backup. How many guys could have behind, at the time, the best offensive line in football, with Ezekiel Elliott, with that infrastructure in place, could have been as successful as Dak? And, therefore, that $30 million that we have earmarked for a quarterback, are we better off paying Zeke, paying Amari, re-signing all our defensive players, and running this back again with another quarterback that we draft? Just like we found Dak. And having another cheap quarterback. Now,
no, they found Dak by accident because Tony Romo got hurt. Yeah, if you continue to do that equation, well, what does New Orleans do? We got all these receivers. We got Sean Payton. Do we sign Michael Thomas? He's only a second-round pick. We found him. Maybe we'll find another one. No, if you find them and you develop them, you have to pay them. And that's where Dallas is. They are stuck with Dak Prescott being their starting quarterback.
The Washington Redskins tried to play this game, and they lost out on the franchise quarterback in Kirk Cousins. They tried to franchise him and figure it out, and they never actually pulled the trigger on the deal. You have to find a franchise quarterback. That's the only way that your team wins. And when you find that guy, which Dak is the guy in Dallas, you got to pay him. Yep. End of the story.
Yes or no? Could he hold out like Zeke, or will he get a deal done before?
Oh, he's not holding out. Whether he gets a deal done or not, he's not holding out. But Cris says he's getting a deal done before the season starts.
Next 14 days, you have a deal done.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.